Kick us off, Mike.
Okay, welcome to what are we on? Episode 9?
Episode 11.
Okay.
Can you believe it?
I missed the first two. That's why. All right, episode 11. Nobody Cares podcast. We are the number one podcast in the world because we can say that.
Nobody cares. Nobody cares about facts.
I'm gonna keep saying it.
What is it? A post-factual world?
If I say it like 300 times, people will just start believing it.
No, seriously,
That's true.
And so will
that's
Google.
true. Right?
So will Google if you post it.
We need to make sure we caption these.
That's pretty good. Yeah, that is actually a really good idea.
Hey, these people say they're the number one. I should rank them higher, I guess.
So, what are we talking about today? Your favorite subject?
We're talking crypto, and I think that is naturally like the whole Web 3.0 movement that's upon us.
Nobody cares about crypto since Bitcoin bit the dust.
Yeah, people laugh at me. They're like, Bitcoin, it's like down like 75%. I'm like, well, I didn't buy high. Like,
I didn't buy it at 19K.
It depends on when you bought it, isn't it?
Yeah.
Hi, I'm John.
I'm Casey.
I'm Mike.
One of these days we'll get our flow going.
Should have a lower third.
So
we don't have to remember.
Our new format, Mike, is you got to start with a story. So, what's your crypto story?
Oh, okay. My crypto story is my continual love affair with the Brave browser. And last night I just installed the iOS browser version, the app. And it does not disappoint. It does the same thing as the real browser. The only thing is they don't have the back end crypto bat coin or token functionality yet. I guess that's coming. But I think when that starts to implement into the phone, I think I don't know. I just think that it could be a better way of people being able to, I don't know, just reward good content and only see good content. And it's all powered by the blockchain. So I don't know. It's fascinating, and I enjoy participating in it. I'm not an expert by any way, but I do like the Abra app. So I think that's a great entry point if you want to get into crypto, because you can just throw some money into it and move it around. There's like 20 different currencies in there, and fiat currencies all over the world. So I don't know. That's a safe, fun app to start playing with, I think.
So for the benefit of people who haven't heard, can you tell us a little bit about what is the Brave browser? What makes it unique? John's displaying it here.
2 days. 599 ads blocked.
That's awesome.
That is stupid.
Stupid.
Who's looking for your ad? 599 ads in 2 days. Come on, people. Come on. Stop it.
I know. I think I tweeted at you when you shared that. I think I tweeted. I go, brands, we are not seeing your ads anymore.
Don't. Yeah, I love my LinkedIn. LinkedIn is great. I love this. Gotta go to the homepage. I love the little sad face. Request to show server ad not served.
Oh my God.
Nope.
That's awesome.
Can't see your ad. Don't care.
So that's one thing. And I've been using the Brave browser the last few days too, and that's one thing that those stats make me think of is how much we are inundated with ad content to the point that I can recall, I bet 3 ads that I've seen in the last couple of days on different sites. And now, but I've seen hundreds, been exposed or would have been exposed to hundreds just going about my daily life. 500 ads.
Hey, Patrick Judge, I'll call you out because I think you guys do great advertising. Patrick's a friend of ours that works for Geico. How many Geico ads you figure you've seen in your lifetime?
1,000.
What insurance you use?
Progressive.
Yeah. State Farm.
Right.
For the rest, because I don't care.
Yeah, Liberty Mutual or whatever it is.
No. But those Geico ads are funny.
Yeah,
They
that
are
little
funny.
character. That little, what is that?
Gecko.
Yeah.
Gecko.
Geico. Desert.
So how does Brave connect with the blockchain? What does that mean for web browsing, Mike?
It is built on the blockchain, and it's backed by that Ethereum. It's part of the Ethereum network, which fuels the BAT token, the Basic Attention Token.
What does that do for you?
The which part?
The BAT.
The
I
BAT.
bought $100 in BAT the other day, by the way, because
I have 45 BAT right now.
so you from Brave?
Yeah, I referred someone. You get five BAT.
Yeah, man.
See, now that I'm just saying. That seems like marketing I can get into. Well,
Yeah,
I did something.
right?
I gave you my information. I whatever, and you gave me something.
Right.
30 BAT is roughly what? 475, 480, something like that.
Yeah, I think it's trading. I think lately it's trading at. I think it's up a couple percent. I think it's up to like 14 cents per, compared to the American dollar.
I didn't realize all my crypto was up about 15% until
Yeah,
I
like
last week. I was like, "Whoa, making money." You're slippery.
Yeah, but basically the essence of it is, so I manage Pines Forks and Friends. You can go. I got that verified through the Brave browser as a content creator, and you can go there and you can click. It's like a little icon in the top right corner, and you can give me a tip. Tip me, 5 BAT or 100 BAT, whatever. And it's just to say thank you. If you're enjoying my content, and then I can take that token, and it's just like any other cryptocurrency. It's kind of market driven. So you're gonna either make or lose money off it. So it's a little bit of a risk, but it's just by another site I go to is On-Chain FX. It's just if you ever need to do research on anything crypto, man, they have it all listed out for you. The daily listings, and then you click on it, and then it's so beautiful. It tells you the whole history about the coin. So that is awesome. We should link that when we're done here, as well. But anyways, getting back to the BAT. So once you have that BAT, you're accumulating it. You can move it, out of that wallet to say over to Abra, which I mentioned before, and then you can either cash that out. You can take that and move it into Bitcoin, or you can move it into Ethereum. You can move it out of that token and move it into other currencies too, or you can just cash out, straight through the browser, the Brave browser. So you can let it ride, you can cash out, you can tip people. And I think there's even an auto payment now where you can just say, hey, I like Pines Forks and Friends. I'm just going to give them like 10,000 BATs every month. That would be awesome.
That would be awesome.
Is that your goal? That's nice. So can I buy stuff with that? Like, can I buy a Pines Forks Friends t-shirt?
I you know what? It's all new to me. So I'm trying like hell to figure this out.
The transactional piece of that is going to fundamentally change the game.
Absolutely.
I think.
Right.
Now I'm reading about some new Nike. New Nike. We were looking at these Nike 270s today, and getting ready to talk to Foot Locker, and I'm like, why can't I just click that and buy that right now? Like
that's why I'm fascinated with that the Square Cash App. That's the next one I want to kind of download and play with, because they're saying that Bitcoin is going to be added to that. So
that'd be the first integration.
Yeah, I mean, there you would have direct access to, as long as the retailers start thinking bigger, I could just pay directly to them Bitcoin.
So basically what you're saying is Bitcoin is a tangible currency I can just exchange for stuff.
Digital gold. I call it digital gold.
Like a dollar.
Yep.
Which is a figment of your imagination. I don't understand how people draw this line. I get it's backed by the government, blah, 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 blah. But it's no different. If you believe a Bitcoin's worth $3,600 today or $4,200, whatever it's trading for today, it is, right? If somebody believes it's worth 5,000, then it is. And they'll, it's money.
Yeah. Market cap, buyers and sellers and movers.
What's the market cap of the dollar?
I don't even know.
Does anybody know?
Kajillion.
Kajillion.
Whatever that printer press.
That's my point. Yeah, and then oh wait, we need some more dollars.
Make some more.
Print some. Come on, man. Come on.
Mm-hmm.
Jamie Dimon. I think we got on this show this week because Jamie Dimon of Citibank last week came out and announced, or JP Morgan came out. They announced they're launching the first the first crypto issued by a bank, right? And they'll be able to, their big clients will be able to settle transactions in it. This is the same dude that's been throwing shade at crypto for 2 years. Well, you don't get crypto, you're stupid, and making fun of people. And, but I'm gonna launch my own crypto, which admittedly, well, I hear you, Jamie. I mean, competition sucks.
Right.
And welcome to the world.
Mm-hmm. But imagine if banks just let you bank whatever currency you wanted to there.
What?
Gosh.
Here's an idea.
I think that one of the most interesting things about this, and I don't know that the Brave browser is ultimately going to win out in this, but I think but what's interesting to me about it is the future that it kind of has jump-started a conversation about, because we've talked in previous episodes about how ad-backed content companies, blogs and websites that are content driven, news sites, that sort of thing, that the ad model for supporting your business is basically over with. There's ad blockers now. There's we've obviously reached peak ad saturation. The companies like we talked about a few, BuzzFeed, like ad-backed companies are all shutting down. They're just not making the money that they used to.
And blaming that on Facebook.
And blaming it on Facebook, of course. And
welcome to attention economy.
Right. So it's that revenue model is over with. But one of the things I noticed in the Brave browser is, and you can correct me if I'm wrong, Mike, it looks like I can say, well, I'm setting aside $20 a month or 500 BAT for this month, and look at the websites that I go to. If it's a content site, then give them a share of my money because they've had my attention for the month.
Like I can automate that with my Oh, I like that.
So I got now
I'm actually providing value for
I have money set aside, and you think about, so there's Patreon is probably one of the most exciting companies that I see online, because I think it helps move content creators to a platform where I get value from their site. I give value back, a value for value model where I'm paying for content. I'm not paying a ridiculous sum of money to get New York Times or Wall Street Journal online, but I'm providing some value back and forth based off of it. I think that's the future for content creators. You're supported by the audience that you that actually get value from your stuff. But this is a really interesting way to automate that and have that value be exchanged in a meaningful format.
Well, and it's a pricing. It's a restructuring of the idea of pricing, right? So I think a lot of people, in our experience with influencer over the past decade, a lot of people jumped into that thinking, oh shit, I'm going to make some content, I'm going to do some things, and I'm going to get some followers. This is kind of the thing that's going on with the Instagram thing, with the follower accounts now. Oh, if I get 10,000 followers on Instagram, I can get paid. I'm like, okay, how much, right? Because I can buy 10,000 followers from an ad network for pretty cheap.
Yeah.
So if you're not competitive to that, you're probably going to have a rude awakening at some point. I mean, you might be able to get some money for a while, but at some point there's going to be and somebody's going to say, well, gosh, we paid you $5,000 to be an influencer for us, and we didn't sell any stuff.
Right.
And
Right. That's a problem.
That's a problem.
That's a real problem.
That's a value problem. And I think that's why we see that, this huge rise of 599 ads that I'm getting blocked in 2 days, because people can measure that, right? And so they're going to give ads, because if they put out 1 million ads, one person's probably going to click. You're going to sell something. So.
You miss the. I mean, I know this is a dumb question, but do you miss some ads, right? Like a good ad that's really well targeted, right place, right time, should be beneficial for you. Like
I agree.
Yep.
I agree, and that's why I'd like for you to have all my information and give me those things, right? But like what we've talked about several times, I'm going to get Merrill Lynch ads today for opening a new account, and I can get $500 for funding your account or something. Dude, I've been a freaking customer for freaking ever. I mean, it's just a waste of my time, energy, space. Like that's what I don't want. Yes, but I don't want.
You know who's great at it is Amazon. Like essentially the majority of your experience on Amazon, especially unless you're in search, maybe, is ad driven. People who are selling Amazon pay for placement. They pay to get put up on the front page. But Amazon is extremely good at knowing what you need to see and when you need to see it.
Mm-hmm.
I
actually using it,
and I love it. Like I approach Amazon like I approach Target, right? I show up and Target tells me what to buy in the store. So
helpful.
You don't go to Target with a shopping list. I show up to Amazon and I'm like, oh, let's see what's new today.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. For sure. Except when you share your Amazon account with your family, and then you start getting these ads that are like,
I ruined Christmas for you.
Eyeliner. I don't want eyeliner.
Shannon was ordering some,
too, right?
Shannon's ordering some makeup for Mary Catherine this morning. These palette things that the kids are all hot about, and it's crazy because these things are in mega demand, right? So her shipping option was like, get it within, I don't know, like a week for $45, and I think the makeup palette costs $45, right? Or get it between March 29th and April 30th for $2. So
oh my gosh,
definitely, man. And I'm like, well, it's supply and demand. I mean, I like that. That's kind of cool,
right?
Mary Catherine, I'm sure, will be like, yeah, pay the $45 for shipping. And you're like, well, you get a job.
One thing that Brave does that I think is, or that's in their browser as a coming feature, which I think is interesting, is, and it kind of plays off the name of the token, the basic attention token, is it looks like their plan is to pay you for the ads that you see.
Mm-hmm.
Which I think is, I think that's super interesting. It kind of gives a way for advertising to still work for you in the ways that advertising should work for you, to expose you to a new product that you would find interesting. Hopefully use the data that they have about you to put the right products in front of you.
Well, you're also training the system that way too.
Right.
So I'm sure advertisers are going to get back information from people like this are paying to view these ads, and you can begin to do real. By the way, the efficiency of that is exciting, right? I still get this ad for a cap table product called Carta, and LinkedIn has a button that you can tell it, like, don't show me this ad anymore. I can get it every day. Good job, LinkedIn.
Yep. Yeah. So one important thing with the Brave browser, once you're in there, you click the little triangle icon at the top, and you go into Brave Rewards, and you can go under Auto Contribute, and it tracks like all the sites that you've been to, and it's like automated, like you're going to give them stuff if they're verified. So I go in there and I clear that out on sites that, I went there, but I'm not like I'm not like real loyal to that site. I just went there because I had to for whatever reason. But so I don't know. It could be. I love that automate though, because I think it will get people to do it.
Idea, right? It's just a cool idea.
It's really
I'm
cool
gonna pay.
idea.
I'm gonna pay $50 this month for my media.
Yeah.
And just disperse it where I spend my time and attention.
And
Winner.
I love their premise that my attention has value, which I think most marketers ignore. That the attention that you take from someone does have value to them, which is why we ignore.
Oh hell!
So
I'm just
much.
sitting around waiting to see your stupid ad.
Right.
Right?
And so
Corn. So.
even if the compensation is nominal, like to have some sort of compensation of like, hey, I'm interrupting what you're doing. You're on this website. You're here for a purpose, not to see my ad, but I'm interrupting what you're doing. For that, here's 10 cents.
That's an interesting idea, Casey, because I think we kind of gave people a pass when we were watching TV, right? Because this is how I pay for my entertainment. Although I now watch Netflix, I'm like, well, I never do that. Yeah. So we kind of knew, or at least I think I processed before. Okay, I'm getting to watch a football game for free. So yeah. The price you pay is to watch ads. When reading something like on New York Times that I pay for, and I'm getting ads, it's a little different thing.
Yeah, that's not cool. Yeah, premium shouldn't have ads.
No. Or you could choose, right? And that's what's kind of cool about this idea with BAT, right?
Mm-hmm.
I could choose. Maybe I do want ads so that whatever I'm going.
I like that you can turn it off on a particular website.
Mm-hmm.
I actually, most of the ads I see on Facebook are at least somewhat interesting. But Facebook, I think, is by far the best at knowing who I am,
Using data.
targeting me for things that I would enjoy or be interested in or need to buy. Facebook ads are the only ads I've clicked on in, I bet, years.
Yeah,
but I do click on Facebook ads. So I like having the option of like, turn the ads back on for Facebook.
Yeah.
And tell me if I'm wrong, but I still see natively right out of the download from Brave, I still see the ads that show up in the news feed. So I have not touched anything.
Those aren't being messed with.
Right. So it's really just
that'd be hard. Well, I guess you could probably target sponsored or something, but I don't even mind.
Yeah,
those.
well, it's not necessarily an ad block.
I got scroll. I'm not as quick as the kids. But.
Right. Yeah, that doesn't bother me as much. It doesn't interfere as much as the dang banner ads when I'm trying to like just read a dang article.
Do you know how much scrolling the average person does a day today? Trivia.
No.
Michael?
I have no idea.
The height of the Statue of Liberty.
Shit.
Really? Nice.
I know when you go to the airport.
I'm so busy and I can't get anything done.
So when I'm at the airport or at an amusement park or whatever, I always people watch and they're on their phones and they're just swiping.
And I love to go out and see people on a date, sitting across from each other and like a really nice dinner or something. And they're like,
that's sad. They're sitting there at a table for two in a nice restaurant, and they're just glow face.
You're interesting, but not as interesting as my friends and their cats.
That's why we have instituted no electronics time. There's a time period in the evening. No electronics.
No electronics at meals.
We go out to eat, and everyone except the baby, which we typically get the parent shaming for. She can watch a video because that keeps her quiet. But
I guess good parenting right there.
Gosh. Well, hey, you know what?
It's no sending your kids to school to the drop-off line in a lift, though.
No.
Do you know about this, Mike?
That was the first I heard about that. That's crazy, man. I don't know. I mean, my kids are pretty much grown now, but man, I can't imagine sticking my kid in a stranger's car. That's like
But I can totally imagine people doing it.
Yeah,
people do it. I see about 10 probably every morning just scooting around. They don't wait in the line with everyone else. They just find somewhere to like kick them out on the curb, which also irritates me. That's why I notice them. They've got the big glowing Lyft and Uber signs in their cars. I'm like,
you don't violate drop off and pick up line.
Who are these people who just pay for a Lyft for their children every morning?
They're litterers. That's the same people that litter. I'm pretty sure. And put their dog poop in a bag and then leave the damn bag on the sidewalk. Like, who does that?
Man, that's
like, I'm glad you bagged it up on a piece of plastic.
Oh my
God. Sorry, we went a little off topic.
The Uber though, I remember when a dad told me that, oh no, my son he's a terrible driver. I just give him $200 a month for Uber. That's how he got around. I'm like, okay, well,
cheaper than insurance.
Yeah, I guess. I don't know. Math, right? Man,
I'm not sending my kid to school with though. Come on, man.
Yeah,
come on.
You know, groceries are one thing. You pick up that for me.
Yeah,
but not like your most precious cargo.
Dude, Uber Eats and somebody had one of the best commercials I've ever seen the other day. I mean, it was just spot on. I forget who it was, but I wanted pizza or something. What I don't even remember.
Taco Bell. Taco Bell was hitting that pretty hard. Uber.
Taco Bell's got free Uber Eats right now.
Yeah,
as a promo.
Really?
I'm just
maybe
saying,
what I'm having for lunch.
I think a box of about 20 tacos will hit the spot. What do you think?
Those 20 taco boxes are pretty awesome.
Legit, man. You walk in with that, you're an instant hero.
Right.
And I always tell the lady at the drive-thru, man, a handful of that hot sauce.
Just give me a handful. Going out. So what's the future of crypto? Like you're silly for buying it. It's zero, right?
I think it's here to stay. I think it's going to be. I think in some form or another, I think it's going to be the currency of the future. I really do.
I would agree.
I don't know. I just think that it was in the. I follow this guy on YouTube. He's a YouTuber. His name's Crypto Bobby.
Crypto Bobby.
Yeah, Crypto Bobby. But he shares a lot of good stuff, and he said that there is some huge pension that they are now exploring. Different investments into crypto. So
why would you?
Like the pension that he was talking about is bigger than all of crypto right now. So man, if that hits, and then I think at some point Bitcoin taps out, right? There's only so many left. So as soon as those are gone, and value will go up, right? I don't know.
That's how the graph works.
Supply and demand.
I'm no econ major, but I think that
no econ major. Here's what people don't get. You want to blow people's minds. Tell them, the dollar is crypto.
Yeah.
Like, what are you talking about? I'm like, well, there's only about less than it's like 13%, 14%. 14% of the total money supply is represented by actual, paper stuff. Everything else is imaginary. Dude, that's crypto. I mean,
yeah, right.
Hey, yeah. I had a question that I think about a lot. Why every time you see an article about crypto do they show like coins?
They do.
I don't get
like this graphic rendering of a little coin with a dollar sign and like a pyramid because it's all a conspiracy.
It's all a conspiracy.
I remember back then, like 2011, Bitcoin was cheap, and I couldn't figure out how to get it, and I was like, boy, I want some of those coins. The coins are so cool looking.
Right.
We've come a long way since then.
Yeah, we have come a long way. I don't want money anymore.
How many cryptocurrencies are there? There's got to be.
Go to
dozens, hundreds, maybe.
Oh no, there's thousands.
Thousands.
Yeah. Everybody in the run up, everybody was launching crypto like it was going out of style. And I think all you need is
that on-chain FX site. It'll blow you away. There's so many. It's insane.
I'm still old school.
I think that's going to be the problem to solve is it's going to be difficult for a vendor to take any crypto, right?
Well, I think it'll just be exchange, right? Because it'll be like a credit card machine.
Yeah.
You know? So it just, I saw an interesting thing this week, and I guess, I just don't pay attention, but Coinbase now has a basket of 10 cryptos you can buy as a basket purchase. It's kind of like a crypto ETF.
Yep. Yeah. Coinbase kind of got caught with their pants down when Abra launched. Abra had that, and then Abra had like 20 currencies right out of the gate. Remember how Coinbase were like all catty about who they're going to accept and stuff. So now they started to kind of mirror that as well.
Yeah. Interesting.
So before we wrap up, I think I'd be remiss to miss out pointing out there is a crypto social network that you can also get involved with called Minds.com, MINDS.com. You can tip crypto as kind of an exchange as an engagement action, liking and commenting, and you can earn crypto if you have if your content gets popular and gets shared around enough, then you start getting crypto for that as a network effect.
Yep. So, there's another one called Steam It, I think, is another one that does the same thing. But they just laid off a bunch of people, so I don't know. A lot of YouTubers.
I think a bunch of people jumped in a little too quick.
Yeah, they got all happy.
Got all happy pants.
Maybe we should do a alternative social network show sometime.
Let's do it. I love that idea.
Beer?
What is the new social network?
I think Mastodon has gotten
I played with that
bigger than you would expect it to.
Wow.
Bigger than Google Plus, I bet. I bet it's bigger than Google Plus.
Google Plus. I don't know.
Yeah.
I tried some Mastodon, a Mastodon client, and it was hard.
It's gotten better.
Okay.
It's gotten better.
I don't do hard.
No.
Right.
No, I'm just out. I'm out. But love the idea of crypto for content.
Yeah.
That's it seems like a Flotify idea.
It does.
Right.
Awesome. Anything else, Mike?
No, I think we had a good conversation today. Obviously it just keeps going, right? Crypto, I think I hope the Brave browser just takes off, or I hope Safari or Chrome just emulates what they're doing.
You know what the possible benefit of the run up and then kind of collapse of Bitcoin price is? I think you did get a lot of suckers out of the business, right?
Yeah, right.
And now you can focus on real business,
stuff. Yeah.
If I see have you seen that stupid Cognizant commercial where the woman is she's like CEO of a bank, blockchain and blah blah. She throws out 4 buzzwords and we're leading and when do you launch? And unfortunately in 3 to 4 hours, right? And I'm like, so you just said a bunch of buzzwords.
Yeah.
No use case for what that is. By the way, if Bank of America, my bank, ever uses blockchain, that's great. I just prefer not to know and just make my functions easier. I don't give a shit. Right? I don't. I need you to hold my money, give me money when I need it, maybe give me some interest on that money. That'd be nice. They don't do that. But I mean, it's a bank.
Right.
Don't overthink it. Now they got their own. They don't call it crypto, but they're Zelly. They're
I've used that.
Their PayPal knockoff.
Mm-hmm. Yep, I've used that, and then
it works well.
Venmo. That's pretty slick too.
Dude, I got
Venmo is nice.
We were talking about this the other night. Shannon and I gone to an event. We're coming home. She says, "I love Venmo." And I'm like, she says, because all of our babysitters have it. I'm like, they do. That's how they exchange money, right?
We pay for all of our kids' softball stuff with Venmo. Yeah, uniforms, ball bags, dues for the tournament team. It all goes through Venmo. It's nice.
Now, so I think about.
I bought my dog.
Maybe I'm
My
thinking
golden
about
doodle
this
through
wrong,
Venmo.
but when I'm holding money in my PayPal or Venmo, that's crypto,
Okay.
right?
I mean, I guess so.
I mean, I have dollars in my PayPal, right? But it's not like real dollars, but it's still like if I need to give you money
You can PayPal it.
and it doesn't come out of my bank account or any other place that I have, it's
there.
PayPal money somebody else gave me. That's crypto.
Yeah, I mean, that
People try to
makes sense to me.
box it into specific things. The damn dollar is crypto.
Right.
Jamie Dimon, whatever, dude.
All right. I think that's our show for today.
Peace out.
Thanks, Mike.
Hey, thanks, guys. It was fun.
Hustle.
Yeah, man.
See you, man.
Bye.